Hi, I'm Guy Griffiths, Senior Vice President of Media Entertainment at Arcitecta. Recently I had the opportunity to reconnect with Jason and the team. I was pretty fascinated to find out what they've been up to, what the product does and the type of customers they've got and the type of problems they're solving. Prior to joining Arcitecta, I worked in the media entertainment business for about 25 years, predominantly in animation and visual effects. I worked on iconic films such as The Matrix, Happy Feet, Moulin Rouge, the Lego films, Peter Rabbit. What most interesting about that is the opportunity to work with some really creative people, build the technology to support them, and to build the infrastructure and pipeline that helped a whole bunch of artists collaborate to bring those great films to the screen. So most people don't really have an insight to what it takes to build a modern feature animation. Generally you've got about 300 people maybe working for 2.5 to 3 years, maybe longer. Out of that group you've got different craft groups, you've got modelers, your animators, lighters. And the creative process is basically making variations of those models, passing them from one artist to the next, and the next day doing it over again. So in the process of doing that, you generate thousands of components, millions of files, and in some cases I think 430 million files for a project, maybe 5 petabytes of data. So they involve dealing with lots of data and moving it around, and you have to build a tool set to do that because none of those tools are available commercially. One of the interesting things about what Arcitecta is doing is they're solving problems that are similar to that scale. And that's what fascinated me about it, was this opportunity to go, okay, maybe with Arcitecta, with Mediaflux, we could build the first commercial asset management system for these large-scale pipelines, as well as smaller companies who are looking to ratchet up their creative capability and take on bigger projects. And that's what I find extraordinarily exciting about the opportunity at Arcitecta. Yeah, Mediaflux has quite unique capabilities that I've not seen before in any commercial software. In fact, actually it's quite daunting to take those on as a task. To do with the way it handles file serving, which means it enables us to really bring Mediaflux and slide it into existing pipelines, and then from there build upwards more and more sophisticated processes. And hopefully in the future we've got this ability to do things that we could never do in feature animation previously with existing technology. For instance, when people save a file, we can fire off events directly from the file system and orchestrate other data movement to off-site, on-site, between studios. So there's a lot of untapped potential in what Mediaflux has already got, and I'm pretty keen to get that into studios and really show what we can do and how we can really support the creative process and get some even better looking films. One of the other things that really interested me about Arcitecta and Jason's philosophies is the maker attitude, which is really interesting. So that means pretty much all the code that we have in Mediaflux has been written by the Arcitecta team, which means when we come across a new class of problems that's either performance or scalability or feature set, then we know exactly what we need to modify to get there. And it's quite a good ensemble of modules, so that basically they're all built to work together in a performant way to scale up, as opposed to a traditional system where you might have a database server over here, an application server there, an event bus server over here, which all need to move, or at least actually designed together. It's a very rich platform. I'm staggered by the amount of features in it and constantly learning new things, and multiple ways of solving similar problems depending on the environment you're dropping it into.